Ali Salaam, Battle Rap 7, CIRC7E Media. This is the weekly update in all things battle rap. Upcoming events, obviously there aren't any events because COVID got everything locked up. Upcoming live streams, we don't even have those. There might possibly be a caffeine battle every Wednesday. I'm not sure if that is 100% fact or not. Let's see. A very busy week with New Jersey Twork, the face of URL. The biggest news this week was him and K Shine did a one-off battle. Now, like I said, it was on caffeine, and I'm not sure if that's going to be every Wednesday or not, but one rounder. So at first, Twork came up with the idea, gave it to Shine. Let's do it. Charge $20. Da 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 da. Then it went to URL. Then URL went to caffeine, and then the battle was live on caffeine for free. Everybody got their refunds, and what else happened? Everybody got it for free. It was on caffeine. Now, we don't know where, if you have to catch that live on caffeine. I am not sure where that battle is going to get released. Most likely it will get released on the URL application on the phone. Also, New Jersey Twork battle this guy, bad news. That was on the Garden of the Gates invasion card, which was on March 7th, but it just got released. Now, I'm not sure if that's an official release, so if you put that together, I apologize. Yeah, this was the biggest battle of the week, that New Jersey Twork and Shine. Personally, I got Shine winning. New Jersey Twork probably my top dude, but I think I they It's so tough. They homies, and then it was, I got to watch it again. There was only one round. Speaking of URL, this is their lane that they're in right now, right? They're doing this whole quarantine series. It's actually pretty good. You know what I'm saying? It's actually pretty good because we're getting a lot of battles we normally wouldn't see. Cool matchups. A lot of the big name guys are doing it. But anyway, this week we had the releases of Chilla Jones versus Danger Zone. We had the battle Glue Easy versus Franchise. That guy Stock Rising from Toronto. We had a vet versus a somewhat vet, right? We had Arsenal and Emerson Kennedy. I saw that one today. Also on the quarantine series, a Shotgun, Suge versus Cortez. Now, also on the URL TV.tv app, there was a battle. It was 40 bars and Miss Hustle. That was the Queen of the Ring royalty battle. URL also dropped a couple more battles. They dropped this one right here, Bankhead versus Illuminati. That was on the Band 2 event that just got released this week. And they also released the Saga versus Lada Zay, which was on another card. Coming up after that, we had RBE. RBE's been given, they kind of did the quarantines idea, but made it way more creative. Now, obviously you guys don't know me, but I've been talking about battle rap can be way more creative. Not necessarily the rappers, but the presentation of it. And this right here is the rappers have taken it up a notch, right? Rappers rapping in staircases, in banks, on the edge of a lake. They did all kind of entertaining stuff. With that being said, I guess they're calling the social distancing, and then you get to vote and see who wins. But there's been some releases for the Rare Breed Entertainment social distancing battles. You have Mr. Mills versus LL Cool J. I think I mentioned LL Cool J twice in this particular update. You also have the Chef Trez versus Heavy Half. You had this battle here, J400 and Bankhead. I seen this one. Very, very creative for J400 to be at the ATM bank. I bank at Bank of America. I respect that. Also released was a real battle. Sharon versus Chef Trez. Chef Trez had a very, very, very busy week because he had a couple of releases this week. Shout out to RBE, man. RBE, major league. Next up, we have released from King of the Dot. This is called The Last Word. So I seen the uploads. Some of them went to GZ, some of them went to the main page. The battle that was released was this particular battle here, grown mans, right? Everybody like in their 40s or damn near close to it. Decent battle. Matt Flex versus Danny Myers. All you West Coast fans definitely go and watch that. In terms of some of the more up and coming leagues, you have Chef Trez versus Showstopper. That was on the No Coast Battle League. You have the Warzone Battle League, which was Clone versus Snake Eyes. That was a good release. Prez Mafia versus Larry Bull. That was on the Hit List Battle League from their War Ready event. Another one was Clone versus Snake Eyes. That was a pretty good one on Wartown Battles. And then the last one that I'll mention was presented by Bless the Mike from the Welcome to the Apollo event, and that was Gwitty versus Man You Will. I remember Gwitty had a big run a couple years ago. All right, so next up, we're media. We had a big move in battle rap where we had Math Hoffa on the Drink Champs. Make sure you check that one out. That was a really good interview where Math Hoffa starts breaking down his old battles, his old fights. He gives another side to the Sirius Jones battle. Excuse me. Yeah, battle, but the fisticuffs that happened. He gave more insight with the disaster and the Charlie Clip situation. But he was there, and Nori gave him his roses, as they do on Drink Champs, to shout out his blog, Expert Opinion, or his show. This week, that Expert Opinion show, I'm speaking of Math Hoffa, if you don't know, they had many releases this week, probably up to, I think he does 1 a day, 2 a day, something like that. So within the last 2 weeks, he's probably had over like 10, 15 different uploads. But to point out, he had interviews with the Horsemen. He had a very good interview with Daylight. And also, you want to catch Pat Stay. He was on Expert Opinion this week. As for Champion, it's been a little slower than normal because of the whole COVID. It's hard for the media companies to give good content, especially with up and coming battles and recapping old battles. It's pretty hard when it's been slowed down. The game is slow. So shout out to URL and RBE for continuing to pick up the pace. Let's see. They did have this Chef Trez versus Bill Collector face off. I believe that's almost 3 different uploads that they had this week. And you had Champion. I don't think I've seen the guest this week, but as you look here, this is all the uploads that they had this week. Let me look on my phone for a second. Let's see. Okay, yeah. So they had the Bill Collector joint. Then they talked about COVID, and they talked about Chef Trez again. Oh, the T-Rex situation. Interview Bill Collector. Loso. Yeah, so pretty good. 15 Minutes of Fame uploads were pretty decent this week. They spent time on the Adi Boom situation. They had a good interview with the Goods, and they had this fantastic interview with T-Rex where he breaks down the recycling bars moment. Going into Hip Hop is Real. They had 4 major uploads this week. LL Cool J, he dropped a diss track to the Cave Gang. I thought that was kind of interesting. Also, New Jersey Twork buys his mom a car. Fantastic. 40 Cal interview where it seems like he's setting up a Cassidy battle. Him and Cassidy seem to have words back and forth. Many different uploads. Hip Hop is Real had a gang of uploads this week. But also, they had a good one for Classic Wednesday where they had Tay Rock. Now, dealing with the gossip and the rumors and the scuttlebutt with Adi Boom versus Goods, going back and forth. T-Rex recycling said he gonna recycle again. Adi Boom gets addressed, I guess, by Goods. Goods, he kind of speak on it. Goods always keep it real, so that's good. You also had Big T going at T-Rex. I guess he heard his name and he wanted to jump in the fray. That was big on Twitter. Then you have Sue Surf, obviously talking up a storm. He hasn't been in the battle scene much, so he's doing a lot of talking. Him and K Shine's going back and forth, throwing shots at Loaded Lux. Obviously, he's trying to talk a good fight to get a good battle with Loaded Lux. Then this week, Sue Surf went on Twitter and was going at Head Ice. Well, that pretty much wraps up the week that ended in April 26th. Pretty good week in battle rap. I am Ali Salaam. This is Battle Rap 7. Peace.